accent how you pronounce it. That's it. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, the Norwegians are calling me Maria.
Maria, ja. Betyr ikke Maria.
It's Maria.
Maria. Where are you from?
From Serbia.
Oh, okay.
You know how many nationalities we have here?
What?
53 nationalities
Here?
out of 550 people. So
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What is your favorite cup?
I always start my day with a double Americano.
I knew he was a double Americano. That's what you did when I saw you back in Las Vegas, I think. That's what. Maria, can you have a double Americano, please?
Okay.
Double Americano?
Yeah, coffee.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is good coffee. You treat your staff well here. Hey everybody, this is Craig Durr with the Collab Collective, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Collaboration Cafe. This is where I sit down and have a cup of coffee with a thought leader or an industry executive, and we talk about what's top of mind for them. Now you might be asking yourself, Craig, what are you doing in the middle of the forest talking about coffee? Well, I went pretty far for this cup of coffee. I'm all the way here in Oslo, Norway, and I'm meeting with a very special person. And what a beautiful place to be talking about things such as aesthetics, sustainability, the environment. And the person I'm going to talk to is my good friend Espen Loberg with Cisco WebEx Devices. Now, Espen is the VP of Product Management, and he actually is also the site lead for the Norway Innovation Center. It's at this location that they combine engineering, product design, and customer visitations and bring it all together and actually talk about these really tough topics of how can you build products for the future that are not only AI enabled and ready for this new world way of work, but also are kind to the environment, sustainable. So join me for this cup of coffee. I think you're gonna really enjoy this conversation here in Oslo, Norway. So I think I'm gonna find Espen down this way. There it is, Espen.
Hey, Craig.
Good to see you. How's it going?
It's going well. Welcome back to the Cisco Norway Innovation Center.
That's right. This year is like, this is your new pride and joy. This is your baby here.
It's really our new baby. We just refurbished this entire floor.
Yeah.
We have 15 to 20 AI-powered beautiful spaces.
It is.
I'm really looking forward to showing you.
I would love to see it. Now, but you hit a key word here. You're calling everything AI-powered spaces.
Definitely.
And it's so interesting because I was just talking to people downstairs. That's one of the topics I wanted to talk to you about.
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. Hey, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
You up for a cup of coffee?
Sure, always.
Let's go get one here. So you right now, I think of this, Cisco's been doing AI work for a long time, right? You probably have a lot of learnings along the way.
We have done AI-based meetings and meetings technology in this building for more than a decade.
Wow.
And particularly kind of accelerating that with our NVIDIA partnership over the last 8 years. Mm-hmm. We've obviously made a lot of learnings. A lot of it actually, we're also passing some very interesting spaces there that we have to show you later. Look at this. We have kind of, how many cameras do we have in there? Can you count?
That is crazy. I see like about a dozen cameras, I think, through there. I don't know what that is there.
This is one of our hologram prototypes.
Oh, that's right.
So this can really allow you to see spatial, which is something we should dig into later.
Yes,
it's also AI-based, of course, but in a somewhat different direction. We have, as I said, done tons and tons of AI-powered experiences here over the years. We started, the big inflection point was really when we started to do speaker tracking with fixed lens cameras. Let's go in here.
Yeah.
So,
so when I think of Cisco,
yeah.
I think that you guys actually have been doing space intelligence for a long time. Mm-hmm. So one of the things I've always known you for is your audio intelligence. And then as well as the video intelligence as well too. You guys were one of the first ones to come out with one of the multi-camera solutions in terms of what you saw.
Not one of the first ones, the first ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, not one of the first ones. There's only one. There can only be one.
The first inflection point for AI in the meeting room was fixed lens intelligent cameras. As ones you see here, right? Here we have our beautiful quad cam that really kind of pioneered the shift in the industry and allowed us to do way smarter productions from meeting spaces, and also allowed us to get far more insights from these spaces. We talk about these rooms as having Cisco's ears with the microphones, eyes with the cameras, and brains with the powerful NVIDIA codecs, right? And it's all coming together in spaces like this with obviously our beautiful award-winning designs. Here you also see how we kind of taken AI-based intelligence with also our microphones and our pan-tilt zoom cameras to the next level. They're with our multi-camera AI experiences, where we also pioneered the concept of cinematic meetings, and where we're now gotten to a point where we can really take that to the next level.
You know what? So there's a lot of entrances into the AI-enabled spaces here as of late right now, and you guys have been doing it for a while. How do you view the idea of separating the true AI-driven experiences from the hype? Is there a lot of hype out there?
There's a lot of hype out there. You know, you see a lot of it from our competitors.
It's a lot of branding, even, right? People are just adding AI onto the names.
You throw AI on everything, right? And look at what sticks. I think the measure of whether you provide good AI or not is adoption at the end of the day, right? Is this something customers are adopting? I think what we see is that if the feature or the capability doesn't provide a better user experience, if it doesn't save you time or increases your productivity, and if it doesn't give you insights that you really couldn't get to before, it's probably not a great AI feature. Obviously, we have a lot of those great AI features. I think the most promising evolution in the meeting space is really the AI, the WebEx AI transcripts. I've really been kind of wowed at how good those are, how much value they provide, how much more efficient you are with your post-meeting processing. And obviously, because of that, adoption is really through the roof.
There's a lot of hype around generative AI, and then there's idea of what I call applied AI. So the audio and video experience that we're talking about, to me, is an applied AI application. How do you characterize transcripts? Is that leveraging generative large language models?
Absolutely.
Is that also doing applied?
It's a combination, right? But it's obviously kind of large language models at the core, making this possible. But obviously you want to feed what's coming in from the meeting room into those models. And then you need the combination of what you refer to as applied AI, our audio video AI, plus the large language models. And as you know, and as we announced at WebEx1 last year, Cisco is pioneering the concept of real-time media models, right? That goes way beyond the concept of the language model. It captures everything that's going on in the room. And to do that well, you need really high quality cameras, really high quality pro microphones, and really high quality loudspeakers.
So the real-time media model, I've always loved that, but talking about that, that's the idea that audio is a very important data stream. Video is a very important data stream. And there's just not a lot of harvesting of that data taking place, right? But in your models, what you wind up doing is you're able to actually match that with what's taking place within the room, with who's speaking, where they're located, and matching it up to transcripts and actually creating very powerful data lake, if you will, right?
Exactly. And providing you with insights in the future that it would be hard to get to as of today. For instance, kind of meeting sentiments. Kind of who's actually engaged or not in the meeting. I mean, when combining kind of gaze, audio, tone of voice into these large language models, it will become really, really easy.
They're going to start catching me when I start falling asleep in those meetings now. That's what they're going to do. They're trying to get me here.
They will.
This is a beautiful space, and I like that you've kind of captured the eye of the customer, the the imagination of the customer. This is the future. But you guys are thinking even further out. I mean, if we were to talk like 5 years from now, what do you think we're going to be talking about when we're talking about AI-enabled spaces?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and I think we touched upon it with the real-time media models.
Yeah.
I think those will really kind of allow us to explore and discover things with AI that we are currently really not thoroughly thinking about. So it's I mean it will evolve along the tracks we're currently seeing, but we will get some surprises and some really good insights, I think, and some. I mean, we've had some we have some true wow experiences over the last 2 years, and those will just be coming at an even kind of more frequent speed. I think we also talk a lot about the end user and experience, but I think where we're likely to see the biggest shift, really in the short term in the industry, is what AI is doing for IT facilities and HR.
Right.
And I think we see this when it comes to the insights you can get from AI and how that can help, particularly IT, be more proactive. We see that very clearly in our latest Control Hub advancements, where we kind of announced the workspace ranking feature that allows you to be more proactive as an IT professional and really become the hero, because you can proactively address issues before your stakeholders experience them. And we see the same also with the power of the bigger Cisco platform.
So here we are in your experience center right now. And when you're walking customers through, like over there, I see a Spaces example. We've already saw some of the collaboration things as well too. I bet you this is one of those places and spaces where those customers give you the, aha, I get it, I see it. You're talking about, you're bringing things from, I can tell you presence in a room. I can tell you what occupancy rates are.
Yeah.
I can tell you utilization.
There's a lot of aha moments in here, right? I mean, I think we do a pretty decent job of presenting this also on our websites and in our collateral, but and we have our project workspace, which we're really kind of taking to the next level now with something you will see later in the year at WebEx1.
Right.
You can look forward to that. But this is where you can touch and feel and see it, right? I mean, in an environment that's likely to be kind of similar to your own customer environment, right? So we have a lot of aha moments. We opened this center now just before the summer. We had a joint event with Microsoft. We got a 9.1 out of 10 rating from the customers that attended, and customers from all over the world are just flocking to this space, and it's super, super exciting.
And it's got nothing to do with that coffee bar that's downstairs, right?
It has something to do with that coffee bar.
We should go find that coffee bar and double check that. Let's do it. Okay, let's go.
Time to get away on down. Let's go back a little. I want to feel like way back when. Let's hold back a little. Let's make things good again. Take things back. Sometimes dealing with the mess around. Life's too short.
So I guess what I wanted to come back to is this. You've walked me through this space. It's a beautiful space. It's very thoughtful in terms of its design, in terms of its human-centric experience taking well here. And I think it's a great analogy for how you and your team have approached your products. You're very thoughtful about what you're putting into that design. And one of the key topics you've been talking about lately with me is designing for sustainability, right?
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit more about your thoughts as you're designing products for the future and for sustainability.
Absolutely, love to do that.
Yeah.
So sustainability is really the number one premise for our new design language that you will see resulting in our products for the kind of starting in a couple of months and then for the next couple of years. Everything is designed with sustainability as the number one requirement, and we've kind of made kind of great I would say progress when it comes to having design and engineering come together to really kind of realize all the benefits of doing things sustainability first.
Right.
And we see so many exciting advancements because of that.
Back a little. I wanna feel like way back when.
So tell me your thought process here when you're trying to balance these things. You have aesthetics, you have the functionality, and then you have sustainability. That's a lot to balance when you're sitting down with a blank sheet of paper trying to figure out this products. How do you go about doing that?
It always starts with the functionality.
Yeah.
Our devices, they provide the ears and the eyes and the brains that feeds in to our software experiences.
Yeah.
So what we are doing, and particularly going forward, is that we want to accentuate those elements in our products that really kind of deliver or feed the software enhanced experience, right?
Okay.
So you will see that in our cameras, our high quality cameras. You will see those being slightly more accentuated. You will see it in our microphones, how we design our microphones, how we design our loudspeakers.
Right.
So that's one element where kind of functionality kind of starts or giving input to the design process. And then it's about this aesthetics. You've been through all of these spaces.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, it looks like you're feeling calm.
I am.
It's not only the jet lag.
This is the Nordic way. I mean, there is a simplicity, there is a functionality, there is a cleanliness, a clean line and aura, I think I see within the design, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, and this is really what we strive for. I mean, you should feel comfortable included in these spaces.
Yeah.
We really want you to kind of calm down and enjoy when you're in the space with our devices, right? So getting to that calm aesthetic is a key objective. And then I would say finally back to where we started with kind of how can we kind of minimize materials? How can we make the products as small as practically possible for the purpose they serve? So those are really kind of how we balance those considerations.
Here's a funny one. There's a Norwegian word. What's it called? For cozy?
Koselig.
Koselig? Yes.
Ja.
There's
Nå har vi det koselig.
The koselig.
Yeah.
See, I love that word. That's a great word.
Let's go back a little. I wanna feel like way back.
So we are getting ready to go into a big event for you, which is WebEx1. And without revealing any type of confidentiality and any type of things leading into that, you are already thinking ahead to those next generations of products. What are some of those key themes that are bringing together this aesthetic sense, the sustainability, and still preserving that functionality that you're thinking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we will see it already at WebEx1, but as you know, we have a design lead who has some experience from the sneaker business.
That's right. Yeah.
I think in the not too distant future, I think you will see how some inspiration from that will influence our textiles. As you know, we're using textiles to provide this calming effect and aesthetics, and there's a lot of very exciting things we can do, and when it comes to kind of new ways of doing textiles, and that will also make that part of our products way more sustainable. So I think you should watch for that over the next couple of years.
I will.
We're very excited about what's going on, and then again you will see products that are far smaller than similar products from our competitors, delivering a way better experience. By that, reducing packaging, etc., transportation, and then you will see, and you've already seen, we presented that to you already, right? But you will see how we manage energy consumption in a very different way in our products. We quite recently announced and brought out a new power reduction mode on our Board Pros, Cisco Board Pro. And across our install base, we're now saving 270 American households worth of energy
Really?
every day.
That's
Just
incredible.
by kind of very thoughtful kind of hardware software combination that allows our customers to have the same experience but just consuming way less energy.
I love you had to make the American household reference because we're such,
Probably
overusers of
thousands of Norwegian households, right?
Well, Espen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Craig, for
I
coming
really
by.
appreciate this cup of coffee that you shared with me. I think we've got some really great insights in terms of what you're thinking about in terms of sustainability, what you're thinking about in terms of AI in the meeting spaces, and what the future holds. And I'm going to get into that NDA room if it's the last thing I do before I leave. Just
Next year, Craig.
Yeah.
Next year.
all right. Well, this has been a great experience. To use your word, it's been very kushly. Kushly?
Has been kushly.
Very
kushly.
I'm just going to sit here and cozy after this. Everyone, thank you so much. This has been another edition of the Collaboration Cafe. Take care.